I'm Jameson Ritter, a senior subject matter expert in workplace violence prevention and threat management with CPPS, the Center for Personal Protection and Safety. Today, we're diving into the important topic of building a successful threat management team. If you're an executive, security professional, HR manager, or just curious about behavioral threat assessment and management, you're in the right place. My goal is to keep this straightforward and informative as we explore the essentials of creating an effective TMT. Let's start by defining what a TMT actually is. A threat management team is a group of professionals from different backgrounds such as security, human resources, legal, mental health, and communications who collaborate to address potential threats before they escalate. Their primary purpose is to be proactive about prevention, intervene quickly when there's a problem, and maintain a safe environment for everyone. By bringing together such a diverse blend of expertise, you gain the benefits of collaboration, consistency, and early detection. Different perspectives lead to stronger solutions, so this multidisciplinary approach is key to a TMT's success. A TMT will usually have a team leader or coordinator. Think of them as the quarterback. They schedule meetings, set agendas, and keep everyone on track. Then there's a security specialist, well-versed in protective measures and risk assessment, possibly serving as a liaison to law enforcement if the situation warrants. Human resources is crucial as they handle employee policies, well-being programs, and internal communications. They're often the first to learn about behavior issues, disciplinary actions, or terminations, all major components in workplace violence programs. Your legal counsel ensures that everything you do is on the right side of the law, covering both confidentiality and liability issues. A mental health professional offers insight into behavioral warning signs and can help guide interventions. A communications liaison manages external messaging if a threat escalates and helps keep internal communications transparent but calm. You might also have ad hoc members like site leaders, supervisors, IT or finance specialist, depending on the situation and the unique requirements within your organization. If your organization is missing any of these roles, that's okay. Consider bringing in an external consultant to fill the gap. Once your team is identified, you'll need well-defined operational protocols. First, establish clear reporting channels so people know how to share any concerns they've identified. That might be an anonymous hotline or an online portal, or even a direct contact number. The key is making it easy and comfortable for employees to speak up while emphasizing privacy and confidentiality. Next, define a standardized assessment procedure. You might choose to use a structured professional judgment approach if your team is trained and it fits your needs. But regardless, every team needs a thorough playbook to ensure consistent processes each time. Teams that skip or make up protocols on the fly can invite serious risks, from violent incidents to legal repercussions. That's why following your playbook is so important. SPJs can supplement and guide that playbook rather than replace it. When a report comes in, document every detail. What's the nature of the concern? What steps were taken? What management plan was implemented? And what was the outcome? It's all about clarity and consistency, so that each case is handled carefully and follows the same established guidelines. Having a response plan is critical. You might set up a tiered response levels based on the threat severity. Ideally, leaders should prioritize in de-escalation first, but stay ready to move quickly if a threat becomes imminent and a life safety issue arises. Confidentiality and privacy are essential. Make sure your team knows how to handle sensitive data both ethically and securely. For communication guidelines, you need to balance transparency and avoiding unnecessary alarm. Consistency in your message keeps everyone informed and reassured without causing panic. This is also why having a communications professional on your TMT is so valuable. Poor communication can fuel rumors, cause unwarranted alarm, or expose private information that impacts everyone involved. Even the best protocols won't go far if your team isn't well trained. Everyone should have a solid grounding in behavioral threat assessment and management. Consider accredited programs or workshops offered by recognized industry experts, such as the team here at the center. Beyond initial training, keep your team fresh with ongoing education. That might include tabletop exercises where you simulate a threat scenario and walk through your response step by step. Afterwards, debrief to see what worked, what didn't, and where you can improve. It's also smart to offer training opportunities to people outside the TMT, like department heads or frontline employees, so that everyone knows the basic of recognizing warning signs. Lastly, stay up to date on emerging risks. We all remember how the COVID-19 era drastically reshaped our work environments. Remote or hybrid setups introduced new challenges, escalated domestic violence concerns, and shifted workplace dynamics. By staying aware of these changes, your team can fine-tune its training and response protocols to meet evolving needs. Measuring success is another vital piece of the puzzle. Track how many concerns get reported, how quickly you respond, and how often situations get resolved. Look for trends in that data to fine-tune your processes. After each, do a review. What worked? What didn't? And what can we do better? Also consider resource allocation. Do you need a bigger budget, more training, or additional staff? Most would say yes. Of course, data-driven evidence helps justify these needs to leadership. And don't forget, it's important to periodically update your policies and procedures to reflect new regulations, like California's SB 553 or the New York Retail Workers Protection Act, as well as insights from real incidents from across the country. This reflects a growing state and national push for workplace violence prevention. Treat this as a living, breathing process rather than a one-and-done project. Don't let your BTAM program sit on a shelf and collect dust. So what is the bottom line? An effective TMT is essential for any organization looking to stay ahead of potential security challenges. By combining expertise from security, HR, legal, mental health, communications, and others, you build a proactive force that identifies threats early and intervenes swiftly. It takes ongoing commitment backed by strong executive leadership. With top-level support, your TMT can secure the legitimacy, staffing, and funding it needs, along with ongoing investment and training to stay effective. Things change, people come and go, and new threats appear. But if you focus on collaboration, structured protocols, consistent training, continuous learning, your TMT will adapt and keep your organization safe. Thank you for joining me. If you're interested in learning more, consider connecting with the team at CPPS and keep an eye out for more great content on threat management and building your threat management team. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll see you next time.